Uh-oh, Streamlabs is acting weird today. Hello, everybody! Hello!
Hello!
Flying in from the top rope and all that. All that business.
Oh no, I need to mute the stream. Oh no, no. There we go.
Professional streamer. I am
Professional
here with
streamer.
professional streamer Novella Cipher. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, I'm here too.
Hello, Umbran. Hello, Connor. Hello, Gambit.
Everyone.
Legally, it's a bit. Yes, legally. We have to tell you that Novella did not have the stream not muted.
Exactly. It was just a funny prank, bro.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, you know, just a funny little goof.
Goofs and gaffs and
all these laughs. Ho ho.
Ha ha hee hee hoo hoo. We're gonna make you go. We might make you a slight exhale. How about that?
Commit tiny chuckle. Small exhale through your nose.
Yep. That's all we ask for. You tell us if it happens, chat. It'll give us serotonin.
If at any point during the stream you do the tiny exhale through your nose, type in chat, ha ha ha, that was so funny.
And then we will know. It'll be our little code.
And then we will know.
That you slight exhaled.
We will know.
So last stream, we beat the case, we beat the game. Willy Wonka walked free. And then they were like, okay, everybody's gonna look at the cart one more time, Willy Wonka. You wanna look at it too? And he's like, yep. And then the cart is on fire, and they're like, oh no, someone's in there. But no one really seemed that upset that somebody was in there, so we think it's Willy Wonka.
We think it's Willy Wonka because no one would be sad.
Yeah, everybody knew he did it, so...
Exactly,
who cares?
Like... Willy Wonka's dead! We can't get copyright claimed for that song, right?
No, we did it not great, so I think we'll be fine.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah.
Alright, fuck.
So should we get into the game and start our next, we also met Iris, and she
did meet Iris.
She had a big gun, and somebody stole a little gun from her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I guess Iris is the one doing the real gun run.
Yeah, I guess so. We want her on our team, because we want to be doing the gun runs. I want Ryunosuke to have a gun in court. Legally, that's a bit. That's a bit.
Legally, that's a bit.
Okay, let's go to the game.
Let's go!
The adventure of the clouded Kokoro. Mystery, Kokoro, mystery.
Oh, here we go, cutscene time.
I think this is you.
I began to think. Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction. I'm just reading this normally because I'm not sure who exactly is saying this. This seems to be more like narration than anything. That there is more to this case than which we have observed. Indeed, there may be another parts of the story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. The young lady collapsed on the pavements along Briar Road, and the knife in her back.
A knife!
A knife! Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, the most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer. We're 3 seconds into the stream and a lady's already dead. Nice.
I mean, she's probably not real.
I mean, a lot of the times this seems to lead up to, like, what our case is actually gonna be, because didn't we get, like, a similar narration before the thing with the snake?
Yeah, before Cosma.
Yeah, before Cosma fucking died.
Got.
Imagine if Susato fucking dies.
Oh my god, could you imagine? I'd be upset.
I'd be upset too. I like her.
19th of February, 9:47 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office.
Oh right, I voiced that guy.
Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo? No, not at all. It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious. I felt like we were staying in a palace. And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than day, even in the middle of the night. What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Burya, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side to the mattress to the other. Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except, when I learned that we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Oops! Sorry about that. The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting. I just wandered in without thinking.
You gotta stick to a budget.
In a lodging house in Japan, that sum of money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill.
Oh no.
I really am sorry. Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodging straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less.
Oh no.
London is a scary place.
Ah, good morning to you at this early hour.
Oh, yes, well. Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday. Susuno-san is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart.
Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into British courtroom practices. I'm trying to remember what voice I gave this guy because it's been a while.
I mean, I think your voice sounds good.
I think so too. I think I pretty much just jumped right back into it.
Oh, yes. It was very eye-opening. Thank you. And, in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end.
Yes, I've already been apprised of events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed.
Duh!
No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer.
Yay, confetti.
Fuck yeah!
Fireworks.
Confetti. We're only at the 4th case, so we're finally a lawyer. My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land.
Thank you very much. So, I'm a lawyer now.
Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem.
Another case? Already? There's a lot of crime here in British.
There sure is. Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure. I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I?
It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it.
What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared.
And killed.
What more were you hoping for? Oh man. Culpability.
Culpability of the defendant has not, in the present time, been established by the court.
I was not expecting you to have to voice the judge today.
Me neither.
Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
Oh, god, I wasn't expecting to voice this guy either! Fuck!
Voice the
Well, Lord
leprechaun.
Van Zyte, it has been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, oh, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Look how evil he is.
I am fucked up and evil!
I feel like that right there should be like, okay, wait, we're not gonna say you're not guilty yet. You just evil laughed
Yeah.
on stand.
Yeah, don't. This is law tips from Val and Novella. Don't evil laugh when they declare you not guilty because they will take it back.
They haven't even said not guilty yet, though, when he did that.
That's true.
He was just like, this is my statement before the trial ends. Ha ha! Sucker! I did it!
Yeah, don't evil laugh in court.
No, it's not a wise thing. I just can't help wondering if Mr. McGilded really was innocent. Obviously not. Mr. Naruhodo! It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended.
Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer.
Sorry? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? Weren't they there?
Magnus, I think they left, actually. They were like, oh, let's go look for somewhere to live, and then the place went up in flames.
Okay.
Magnus McGilded passed away immediately following the trial.
Wait. Passed away?
He burned alive.
That doesn't sound like a passed away.
That does not sound. When I think passed away, I think, drifted off peacefully in their sleep,
Yeah.
surrounded by family and loved ones. I don't think, oh, trapped in a carriage and burned alive.
Screaming as his skin melts. Did they at least save his hat?
No! That'd have been the first thing to go.
Oh, that's too bad. That's the
I'm
biggest
just
loss.
imagining. That is the biggest loss. I mean, but the hat was kind of stupid looking, let's be real.
Yeah, but it could make a really good end table beside your bed. Put like a cool anime figure on top of it. You know.
You're right!
It'd be a cool display.
It'd be a cool display. And then someone asks you, oh man, where'd you get that end table? And you're like, I took it off a dead man.
He burnt
He was
alive.
just ash by the time I got to it.
You can still sort of smell the burning hair.
Yeah. But if you smell just a little more, you smell something that almost smells like pork barbecue, and that's top notch.
Yeah, it's a really good air freshener.
This got super dark really quick.
I mean, who liked that guy, so who cares?
That's true. He 100% murdered that guy over debts, so like...
He evil laughed in court.
Evil laughed in court whenever they were like, yeah, I don't think you did it.
No!
Fuck that guy.
What? Mr. McGilded is dead? I like that
He yelled
the birds
so
flew.
loud that the birds flew.
That was Mr. McGilded's soul.
Did he have one, though?
That's true. His lack thereof.
Lack thereof, maybe. I need to put myself on Do Not Disturb. Other discords that I'm a part of are blowing up.
Oh,
Alright,
no.
there we go. Professional streamer, everybody! I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Enough time to talk. Exposition time.
Okay, hello. Mr. McGilded died, dude. Did you know this? I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead?
After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you'll presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom.
Yes, of course. That was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGilded had been accused of. And totally did.
and totally 100% did. Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames.
No. How could such a thing have happened?
That is being investigated as we speak. But already, police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of McGilded.
That's awful! Lee, great!
Maybe we should have, like, taken all that money from him because it's not like we'd ever have to pay it back.
Yeah. We should have. We weren't even going to be in debt to him if we took it.
Yeah. We could have just taken that fucking money and gone. You could have stayed in that fancy hotel every night for the next year. The man must have slipped inside while the bailiff's attention was elsewhere.
That bailiff really needs to pay more attention.
Yeah, because first he didn't realize that someone brought a grenade launcher into court. Then he didn't realize that someone was actively dying in the court. Man's gotta get fired.
Then he didn't even take the gun from the child who was in the court.
No!
You just let her keep it.
Exactly.
And how could that have happened?
That is also being investigated as we speak. So Val and I were talking a little bit before the stream started, and I was looking at the thumbnail art because that also has like the box art for the game. And I noticed that Lord Strongheart happens to be posed in a very villainous way behind Ryunosuke. I think he might be a baddie.
Thinking emojis in chat?
Thinking emojis. Everybody spam thinking emojis in chat right fucking now.
Thinking back now, immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilded did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus.
Oh god, I have to voice him again? I didn't want this! Well, I must be making tracks now. It's time for the inspection.
Sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again. Oh, so I'm told.
Novella, you brought your Russian bots
Fuck!
into my chat.
Be gone! Bot!
I love that you just scream. People in your
I've
apartment
been
are
yelling
gonna
a
be
lot
like,
more lately.
What?
Oh, I asked if I could be present for it myself. An inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage.
But then who was Mr. McGilded talking about?
Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation. This is that's case 5 material. You're not there yet. This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police.
Is this how people feel when I'm like, poor Acro?
Yes! 100%!
But Acro didn't do anything wrong.
He tried to kill a man!
No, he tried to kill a murderer, actually.
She didn't even need to fucking... Okay, we're not getting into this because we're gonna be sitting at this screen for like 10 minutes debating over the worst case in Ace Attorney.
It's the best case. It's the Ace Attorney
sucks.
creator's favorite case. How can he be wrong? He made the series.
There's no way it's his actual favorite. He said that's a troll.
No, he said it's the best one because it can only happen in a video game.
That doesn't make it good, though!
It is good! It has... Bill the Clown?
You don't even remember this fucker's name!
And the puppet? The puppet's a good character. Totally not in love with a child.
Exactly, I was about to say, like... Like, one of the fucking subplots of that case is just a bunch of grown-ass men being attracted to a 15-year-old.
A 15-year-old who's a murderer.
She didn't fucking mean to kill him. She was just like, oh, here's a funny prank. And then he was like, oh, let me put my head in a fucking lion's mouth.
No. It's her fault.
No, Matt
it's at
fucking
least
chose to do
manslaughter.
this.
It's at least manslaughter.
And, well, that's true and all. That doesn't mean that someone else should go out and commit first-degree murder.
Well, she didn't get charged with anything. It's just like lost judgment. They're just doing what the law didn't do.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Kawana did nothing wrong.
I'm noticing also how many gears in the background just aren't connected to anything. How are they fucking spinning?
Oh, you know, they're just there for show.
That's true. It's just to make it steampunk.
Yeah, this is what British is like.
This is what British is like. There are gears everywhere. There's a guy with a really loud voice.
Birds just constantly flying inside the clock tower.
Yeah.
Poor
I thought you were just gonna
Mr.
leave it.
McGilded.
I thought you were gonna leave it as just there are birds, and I was like, yeah, there's a lot of places that have birds.
There's just birds all over British.
Yeah.
Tell me
Alright.
about British.
I'll tell you about British. So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court?
Oh, well, it fucking sucked. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was wow. Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old. Wow, Susuno-san has such a way with words. She's making me look like an idiot. I'm pissed.
As usual.
And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones. Okay, so she keeps doing that, right? She reads his mind.
She's a mind reader.
She's totally like, it's like a Faye thing, right? It has to be.
It's gotta be.
It's gonna
Also,
be a
he's
plot point.
T-posing.
He's T-posing.
Fuck, this is how you know he's evil. But yeah, like she's, and we were also pointing out because like we're looking at the box art and we're like, who's this Maya Fey looking chick standing right next to Susuno on the box art? Like she hasn't shown up yet.
Here?
There's like 3 characters in the box art that haven't shown up yet. It's like, what? Why?
Watch them only be like in the second game.
That could be it, actually.
Oh my god.
They might be.
We're gonna be
Maybe
holding out.
Strongheart isn't even a bad guy in this game.
I mean, he has evil eyebrows.
He has evil eyebrows, but a lot of Ace Attorney characters do. I don't think that's a way to. I mean, he does have like similar facial hair too. I think Damon Gant had like similar facial hair.
I think we talked about that last time. His hair's the same
last
too.
time we saw this guy.
Like his whole face is sort
he
of
looks,
the same.
He looks very similar to Gant. And he's even got like the same like cross motif for his like tie part. Although like Gant's is an actual like tie that looks like a cross. This guy just has like a cross on like his like ascot or whatever. Jabot.
His cowboy tie.
Yeah, bolo tie. Were those always associated with cowboys, or at one point were they considered just like normal fucking jewelry?
I wonder. When were they invented? I think they were invented in the cowboy time.
Well, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. Hi, chat.
Alright. They were invented in the 1940s.
Oh.
So
That's cowboy
that
time.
Is it cowboy time?
Cowboys existed.
They did, but I don't know if they were in the 1940s.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this must not be a bolo tie then, because like, we're in what, like, the year
18?
1900?
Oh.
They haven't even heard of World War I yet. Imagine how fucked up someone would be if they, like, time traveled into the future. And they were like, you know, we should go to, like, this history museum. And then they're like, wait, what do they mean World War II?
There's a second one?
What do you mean there's going to be 2 world wars?
It's like if you went back in time. If you went back in time with a cell phone and showed it to, like, a caveman and he just beat you to death with sticks and rocks.
Yes! Exactly like that. Don't show people from the past what's gonna happen in the future. It's gonna make their lives suck. You're adding invasive species to a fragile ecosystem. Anyways, let's fucking play video game. The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can. Expand your feeble little brain meats.
The most advanced in the world, is it?
It was fortunate. But your very first trial was a simple affair. Was it simple?
Was it simple? It was basically
simple,
a
sir?
locked. It was a locked room mystery.
It was a locked room mystery with a witness that we didn't even know existed until like 3 hours into the trial.
Simple? That was simple?
We're on the same page. Fuck yeah. As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose.
He did it.
He did it.
I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple.
No, I mean that you were always going to win because the man is rich as hell. He paid off everybody there. You could have slept in your seat and you would have been fine.
I think he may be involved.
I think so too.
Like, he made it so, like, they were able to change the cart, the omnibus, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that could be it.
The circumstances of the case were so incriminating. I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. Are you gonna evil laugh at me, sir? Is something funny?
No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve, and that's all that matters in this world. And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I don't know about that. Why can't you accept the compliment?
Just take the fucking compliment! Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much at least is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I prepared the new case for you that I've mentioned before.
What's going on? What was he going to say before? What's my new case?
He was gonna say, I'm fucked up and evil.
But then he was like, oh wait, I shouldn't say that.
I shouldn't say that. I need these guys to do more stuff for me. Never mind, you're unfired. God.
You're unfired.
I'm thinking of Peter the Park Ranger again. We need to carry on.
I was fired?
Well, you could have been, but then you weren't.
Oh. Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? Don't tell me it's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes!
It's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes!
Fuck!
Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different.
Will I actually
still
get
a murder,
to, like,
though.
look at the crime scene and investigate a place?
No. Go directly to court.
Oh, I see. Did he just read my mind? Why can everybody read my mind?
Your mind is very open, very smooth.
Look, can you see the anime girls in there?
Yes, what the fuck is going on in there? Why did they spend like 5 minutes talking about whether bolo ties were invented by cowboys?
Why do they think I'm evil?
How do they know my evil plans already? Wait, fuck! That is to say, no one has died. Yet.
Oh.
And the trial will not be today. There is plenty of time to research the case thoroughly.
So somebody is going to die.
So somebody is going to die.
Because it can't be an Ace Attorney game if it's not a murder case.
Exactly. These are murder mystery games.
Susanoo gets stabbed in the back and gets replaced by the Maya Fey girl.
Plot twist, plot twist. Ah, fuck, I can't believe that fucking Ryunosuke loses every one of his friends.
As soon
The
as
end of
he
the
landed
game.
in British.
As soon as he stepped on the boat to go to British, he became the poster child of that book that's like, all my friends are dead. 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise.
So the trial's tomorrow then.
The plot twist is that this is actually a petty theft case.
Oh my god. It could be.
Imagine. It could be.
Like, the girl who stole from Iris.
Yeah!
Is
She's
everything
going to court now.
Again.
Again, but this time, she could go to jail.
Is
We need to help
everything
her
all
avoid
right?
the electric chair. Sorry, I keep talking over you. Ah.
No, that's okay.
Oh, yes. I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was, well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilded's trial.
Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense.
Oh,
If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not remind you of the inevitable outcome.
the most terrible end awaits the defendant.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that would have been better than us defending Mr. McGilded.
Yeah, he seemed to be pretty fine. We were
Yeah,
the
he
only
seemed
ones
to
that
be
were like,
alright.
I think he did it.
Exactly. Us and Lord Van Zykes were both like, no, he fucking did it. Yes, that's right.
Ugh, here we go again. Guilt trip me.
They're going to die if you don't save them, Ryunosuke. You gotta go save them, Ryunosuke. Your time is up. You will have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. You gonna tell us where the crime scene is, or what?
You sure like clocks.
He does like clocks a lot. He even lives in one.
I think this is going to be important to the plot.
It might be. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits.
Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time.
And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you.
God, I wish you wouldn't. Oh, what's that?
Yesterday, you remarked upon something. That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds. Go, go,
Oh,
go!
well, Cosmo always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world would work, so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself. And there's another thing.
Oh,
Another thing. Continue.
On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me.
There's something very important that I have to do. Something very important. And what exactly would that be?
He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he'd...
oh.
You're out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion.
Mr. Naruhodo, what was all this about? Mr. Asogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me.
I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand. Oh, who's this fucker?
He's on the box.
He is on the box! We got 2 more to go! I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. I want to voice this guy, but I have no idea how I'm going to voice him.
He likes fish and chips. We know that.
He does. I mean, but that's just British.
That is just British. All
That's
British
no
like
that's
that.
no different than any of the other British characters we've seen. He'll be able to apprise you of the details.
Lord Van Zykes just sitting there. I love fish and chips.
I fucking love fish and chips.
How long has he been there?
So, I wish you all the best of luck and bid you farewell. So for some reason, me saying that got me thinking there's actually a thing in Omori. There's like a random, this is a tangent and a half. But it turns out, because you know how Undertale has like the fun value where it gets randomly generated at the start of every game, and depending on it, you can get like weird funky shit with like gaster followers and stuff.
Yeah.
There's something similar in Omori called a WTF value, and if it's a certain value, when you're inside the whale, one of the Humphreys has a chance to say, I fucking love air conditioning.
And that's it?
Yeah, yeah. It's the only case of swearing in the entire game. And it's just Humphrey going, oh, I fucking love air conditioning. And then when you talk to him again, he says something different. I've only seen like one streamer ever get it, and it was the funniest fucking thing to see them react.
I fucking love air conditioning too.
God, me too. It's the only way summer is bearable. I would love if that was in like every game where there's just like
something.
a random value and there's a random value and there's like a 1 in 100 chance anytime that like you boot up, like say there's a random value that gets generated at the beginning of every Ace Attorney case and there's just a chance that a character in the case will say the fuck word. I would love that.
There's something very fucking important that I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean?
I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think?
Yes, you're right.
I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all. I feel like he's gonna say some problematic things.
God damn it! Why do I always get these fucking characters?
Hi, sir.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. If the first line he says is something racist, I'm giving him to you.
Who the fuck eats fish and chips like that?
What the fuck is wrong with you, sir?
Why is your chin as wide as your neck?
He looks like fucking Beaker from the Muppets.
He looks like a fucking thumb.
Could we trouble you?
What do you think?
Lovely weather, isn't it?
What's the weather got to do with anything? Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every English jet eaten out of your hand, you know?
But Susuno-san told me it was foolproof.
I'm a busy man, a very busy man. That's
Oh my
why I'm
God.
eating these fish and chips out of a fucking rolled up newspaper.
He's like me. He eats when he's angry. He's an emotional eater.
Fucking chew with your mouth closed, you son of a bitch!
But he's talking. He's talking
No, let's
Annie.
chew it! He's chewing with his mouth open! There's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having the likes of you talking to.
Oh god, now I want fish and chips.
I'm gonna give a... Oh, fuck, I missed some words. That's okay.
Wait.
God, me too. Why are fish and chips so fucking expensive? It's like $13 for a box. No. I didn't miss a line. I missed a couple of words, and I was like, oh.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
And you imagine what the other officers there will be saying? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? Nah, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. And all because some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of? How have you never heard of Japan?
I mean, it is like the 1800s something.
I guess, but like...
But they have newspapers. And he's crushing his fish and chips. The nerve.
Crushing his fish and chips. Sir! Hear that ripping sound? That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters.
There's no need to rip us apart as well.
I miss Hosonaga.
I miss Hosonaga. Bring him back.
At least he was chill.
I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer.
Eh?
Oh, he's gonna fall in love. I can feel it in my bones. It's a pleasure.
This is the ship of this game.
This is my OTP. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant,
Eh? Oh, I thought you meant Ryunosuke and the thumb guy. I didn't think you meant Susanoo and thumb guy.
I meant Susanoo, but Ryunosuke works too. It's lovely.
I was like, how can you have a ship that's not gay?
Those don't exist.
Those don't exist. Not an Ace Attorney.
It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
It's unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine.
I don't know why, but I'm looking at him and I'm thinking Pokemon.
Yeah, he does look like he could be in Pokemon, doesn't he?
Like what's that one guy's name? Dick?
Flicker. No.
Yeah, Flicker.
His name isn't Dick. That's Ace Attorney you're thinking of.
Oh yeah, that is Ace Attorney.
Full circle, full circle.
Unbelievable. How did she pull that off?
So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard. I don't sound like it, but that's okay.
You sound like you're from New York. Or Boston.
I moved here.
Gregson!
Fuck off.
Hey, you fuck off. Inspector Gregson?
What's the matter with Susanoo-san?
Oh, is he famous?
Does this detective's name mean something to her?
He's probably in Sherlock.
Yeah. You know that
Well,
Susanoo fucking loves Sherlock.
Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson?
I'm just eating my fish and chips, kid.
I think I like him.
Me too, like, I haven't gotten a good, like, grasp on him yet, but, like,
I like this
he
animation.
seems okay.
I like his animations. He's got good
I
ones.
love how he's just constantly eating.
You're acting like you know this man, Miss Susanoo, but he's a London detective.
Oh, I do know him. Very well, in fact.
Very well.
Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that publication. What's this called again? Rants Magazine?
That's right! Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry.
Ah, so you ship them.
Have you two made out? I really hope you have.
Sussano, real person fan fiction is really creepy.
Susano's writing a fan fiction about them and it gets turned into a movie.
They go to watch it like, what the fuck?
Wattpad Productions makes it into a movie.
Wattpad Productions!
Really?
Right.
You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible, even though he's an idiot.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time.
He never once has, but okay, go off, sis.
Listen, I'm trying to support the guy.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise.
And you hold hands.
Each other.
Gregson is the pick of the bad lot of all Scotland Yards. Those were his own words.
That's his highest praise.
Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
That he is not. Thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now.
That's great, isn't it?
I have to admit that to start with, I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof.
They even gave me free fish and chips.
They gave me free fish and chips for life.
Well,
Now it's
that's
all I eat.
wonderful.
Now it's all I eat. I'm so full. I'm so full of grease. Please. I can't
I'm
stop
so
sweating.
full of grease, yum! No, it is not. There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure.
Rumors?
So Sholmes gave him social anxiety.
It's like Fleetwood Mac. Are you
I don't know
quite...
that story.
What?
I don't know the story about Fleetwood Mac.
Their biggest album was called Rumors, and it was because they were all like fucking with each other and like cheating on each other.
Oh, damn.
Are you quite sure?
He's changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head. Stuff like that.
Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folk are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. As sure as eggs is eggs.
Without milk.
With milk.
Sorry, somebody was honking their horn outside.
They agree with my milk takes.
Me. No, they were like,
Honk
no.
if you like eggs with milk.
Well, now they're not honking, so they are agreeing with me. They were honking.
Well, they
because-
left.
No, you don't know that. They could be right there. I think I see them. They're loitering outside.
Yell out the window. Tell them to honk their car if they like making scrambled eggs with milk. Don't do that, actually.
I get the feeling that the detective could be very hard work.
Oh dear. Perhaps a sudden rise to fame does change people. The
All
case.
right.
So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before.
Nothing to tell, really.
Where did your fish and chips go?
I put them in my pocket.
Yuck.
Listen, it makes my coat smell nice.
But now
As
your
far as
fish
we're
and chips,
concerned at the yard. What?
the fish and chips are now covered in lint. Yuck.
That's okay. Extra seasoning. As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler.
Oh dear. That probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
I wish you were wrong.
That is how Ace Attorney goes. Just wait till somebody gets murdered.
Yeah.
I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right.
A young woman was walking along the pavement on Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind.
Oh, so I guess it's not
so it is
Sussido.
murder. It's not Sussido. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal. She's still laid up in a— Oh, so it's not a murder.
Not murder. So that's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's despicable. What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind?
I suppose you would have to have finished whoever was off with a Sussido takedown, wouldn't you?
That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo.
Brace yourself, Ryunosuke. You've angered her now.
Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest.
So, there must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit.
Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question?
Reliable witnesses don't exist in the Ace Attorney universe.
No, there's no such thing.
Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one.
Sorry?
There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now.
Why ever not?
Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Baruch Van Zykes.
Well, we already beat him once, so...
What?
No!
Sounds like you've heard of him then.
Yeah, I kicked his ass.
Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zykes. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
The Reaper of the Bailey.
Ooh, we can learn his backstory. Fuck
His
yeah.
tragic backstory.
He's
Lord-
gotta have one. He's an Ace Attorney prosecutor.
Yeah, he's a vampire too, so like, how do you get turned?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up with that?
Lord Baruch Van Zykes, who he faced in court only yesterday.
Mr. McGilded told us about him before the trial, didn't he?
Oh, this is, McGilded talking.
Yeah.
When Van Dyke stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. He JoJo poses and everything. And in every single trial in which he's been prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
This Reaper of the Bailey nickname. I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty, is that it?
Attack on Titan, the final season started today. It did.
Whoa!
And the new opening is sung by Sim, my favorite band.
Wow!
So I'm only
Fuck
gonna
yeah!
watch that because I sort of dropped Attack on Titan at the beginning. Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
What are we doing?
Jaeger. That's the fun fact about that song. It's the best farming map in Bang Dream.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You have to play it on expert though,
Oh,
and it's hard.
sounds like it.
Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zykes, Mr. Naruhodo secured a victory, a verdict of
A
not
verdict.
guilty.
Which is a victory.
Yeah, so I was right.
And what of it?
No! Well, I think... Oh, is he gonna be like, yeah, and then your defendant was murdered,
He's probably gonna say that.
and it was Van Zykes that did it.
Imagine if it pulls like a fucking Ace Attorney 1, where at the very end it's like, oh yeah, Lord Van Zykes is accused of murder, and you gotta defend him now. Except it's got like none of the like attachment between the two characters, so it's way more awkward.
But like he actually did it.
But he actually did it too.
That means that even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant.
No, you really don't have a clue, do ya?
What do you mean?
What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead.
Duh. Oh no, my controller!
Battery low! Battery low! God, I need to finish up that bingo card. I just realized that I was about to say, like, oh, stamp that on your official Valerie Valkyrie bingo card. And then I realized, oh, I didn't finish that yet. It's been like 2 weeks. I need to do that.
Okay, just a second. I'm gonna change the controller.
Sounds good. So, chat, do you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
Oh my god. That's gonna be on your bingo card.
It's gonna be on my bingo card. That bit's been going since the channel fucking started.
That bit's been going for so long.
It's been going since like the fucking summer.
It's so good.
It is very good though.
I love
that video so much.
I love that you start with the same one every time.
Because it's the best one. That one and do you believe in the power of a curse are like the peak questions from that interrogation. Ever gone mountain biking?
No.
Magnus McGilded came a cropper in that omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can ya?
What? What are you saying?
Look, if Van Zykes get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. Well, that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles, he works magic. Black magic. That
Oh my
spooky
God.
shit that you only see around Halloween time.
He's a wizard.
He's a fucking wizard. That's why he likes Harry Potter so much.
That's why he's Snapekin.
That's why he's Snapekin. Not Snakekin, that's a different thing. His persona could be a snake, I guess.
Oh my god, it totally would be, because he's a
It
Slytherin.
totally would be. Yeah! There we go. We've connected two dots that did not need to be connected. The world would have actually been better off if we had not connected these two dots, but
It's-
the truth must stand.
Hey, it's not my fault you gave him a Snape voice.
I didn't even mean to!
Yeah, but you did. Now you
It
have to
just
live with
happened.
with your actions and deeds.
Never. I will always escape consequences every fucking time.
Do you regret
What?
your actions and deeds?
Watch, in the future, that clip is gonna be like, I'm gonna end up getting like legitimately canceled for something, and that clip is gonna be taken out of context as like, yeah, she doesn't give a shit. She said fuck the fans. Anyway,
Can that be on your bingo card too? You get
me
canceled?
getting canceled? I mean, it happens every fucking stream. It might as well. We'll make my bingo card after I'm done yours.
Okay.
All right. I'd have a good long think about that if I were you. Not about bingo cards though. That's got nothing to do with anything.
What's bingo?
I think we'll learn in about 50 years.
Are we really supposed to believe that?
At least he chews with his mouth closed in this animation.
Yeah, I like this animation. It's satisfying. Except that he only
It
takes
is.
2 bites.
Yeah, how do you finish a piece of fish and chip in like 2 bites?
He doesn't even finish it. He leaves half of it.
Yeah, and then he just pulls up a new one. He summons it out of nowhere. I think that's the real black magic here.
Yeah. You're accusing Van Zykes of black magic when you're doing that? Hello?
Yeah, he's. I mean, I think Gregson only has one spell, and it's to summon fish.
Burn the witch!
Burn the witch! And that's the end of the scene! Right, well, I filled you in as requested, and I'm very nearly out of chips. But you can summon them, sir. Sir?
Sir, you've had infinite chips this whole time. What do you mean? I like to
Well, okay,
imagine
he's saying
that.
chips, not fish. He can only summon fish, not chips.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense then. He fixed it.
Yes.
I like to imagine
We
that
fixed
Ryunosuke
world
was replying to the time until Bingo was Can you read?
I don't know what that means, Connor. I'm sorry.
Replying to the time until Bingo is created. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't
Me
get it.
neither. I'm so sorry, Connor.
I'm
Ah!
sorry. I'm sorry.
I am truly sorry.
I
I
am truly am.
So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. Still carrying out a few investigations there.
It was Brer Road. It was Brer Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place?
That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself.
You branded him a criminal already?
I mean, yeah, he's as good as. Shaking like a leaf in his cell he is. It'll give you a chuckle if nothing else.
I don't
He
think
said,
that'll
"Oh!"
be funny.
Oh, okay, I get it, Connor.
Oh,
That makes sense, and that's funny.
that is funny.
He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way.
Inmate 54. Thank you.
No, kid, you got the wrong one.
I'm leaving.
No, kid!
Bye.
Ah!
So there was no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey, they say.
Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh no, just that my new best friend is a murderer.
My best friend got murdered, and now my new best friend is a murderer? Can anyone in my life be as unassociated with murders?
To tell you the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage too, and an innocent man will die.
And this time, it won't be your fault.
But if the man they've arrested is innocent, you could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that funny.
It's very
So-
funny though, kid.
Funny joke.
If I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try, so I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help?
Did you really think you had to ask? After all, I'm your judicial assistant.
Thank you. So then, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
So to make up for the fact that you're voicing like the main two characters, I also want to voice the defendant, even though I don't know what he
Yes.
looks like and I'm probably gonna regret this.
Okay. He's gonna be like, why are you defending me? I don't like Japanese people. That's what he's gonna say.
God, I hope not. I hope not.
Do we want to see him first or the crime scene?
Yeah, let's see the criminal first. Let's see who we're actually like working with here. If we can. Sometimes it's like a time limited thing. Oh man, this is a fucking dungeon.
Yeah, that's what British is like.
It sure fucking is, I guess. They got fucking shackles on the walls.
So these are British prison cells.
Oh, they're ghastly. My favorite Pokemon. It feels just like a dungeon.
Same brain, same brain.
Yes, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls.
Oh, don't, Mr. Naruhodo. You're making it seem worse.
Apparently our client is in this cell here. But it's so dark in the back there. I can't make him out. I wonder what he's
Die,
like.
bot. You don't belong in this world.
This is what I'm gonna do to our defendant.
Kill him?
Yep.
Great. I'm glad, Ryunosuke, your character development is complete.
I would never kill somebody. I might want to kill somebody. I'm gonna kill somebody.
I've killed somebody. Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see ya. Stop biting at the back of the cell and show your face at once. Here, let me... Am I a cat as yet with no name?
What?
Watch, he's gonna be buff as shit, and this timid voice isn't gonna work at all.
Is he a poet?
Maybe. Calling me by a number. It's utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. I refuse to answer. Then what's your name, fucker?
That's his name.
His name is fucker.
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think is going on here?
I have no idea, but I wasn't just hearing things, was I?
That
Oh! That
Tirade of
Yeah, here we go.
complaints was in Japanese.
hey, he might not be racist.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh, hello, sir. My voice kinda works.
he sort of looks like, you're not gonna get this one, but a Sirpa's dad from Golden Kamuy.
Ah! Yeah, I don't get that. I haven't watched Golden Kamuy yet. Shh! Quiet!
You're
Sir,
suspicious.
what are you doing?
Are we playing charades? Oh, okay, so 2 words. Okay, I got 2 words.
2 words, 2 words, 2 words.
Okay, you said 2 words. Give me the next one.
Pocket. Pocket tissues.
Handkerchief.
Tie.
They're all around. Hiding. I know they are. They're watching. Listening. Even now, I can sense it.
Right. So, could I just ask you...
There you are. You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost.
A ghost?
We mean you no harm, prisoner-san. Are you... Japanese by any chance?
Ah. This is beyond my wildest dream. Okay, what's going on here, sir?
This guy's pretty lucky.
He is. Forgive me for that outburst before. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's... fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all.
Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am, in a frightful fix in a foreign land! So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was a most monumentally moving moment!
I also like JoJo.
And I found a fellow JoJo fan!
Who could have
This
guessed?
is the best day of my fucking life!
Let's do the torture dance together.
Yes!
Who could have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us would turn out to be a fellow Japanese and also JoJo fan?
Ah. What compassion my fellow countrymen show. To dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student.
I can already see what's going to happen in the trial, and they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, you would think he didn't do it.
Oh god, you're right. Oh no. That better not be the route we're heading.
I think it might be.
I think it is, and I hate it. Noble, nurturing, never failing, Nippon!
A first-class lawyer? Oh,
A first-class lawyer? Oh dear, I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here.
I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example.
Yes, I can. I will. Chant, stay sullen and silent. Why do you do this, sir? Why do you
Sir.
dance whenever
Sir.
you do alliteration?
I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy.
Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
And I am Naruhodo-san's judicial assistant, Susudo Mikotoba.
I am a visiting student sent here by our government. Notably, notoriously named Natsume! Soseki Natsume. Alright.
So let's talk about you.
Yeah, let's learn a little bit about you before we get into it.
Sosuke Natsume-san. What an unusual name.
Call me Soseki, please. I'm a poet, you see. A writer of haiku.
We were right.
Yo, we were right! It's something of a nom de plume. So it's a pen name.
A nom de plume? You mean an alias?
Alias.
Alias.
Okay.
Lampshade.
That's right, Naruhodo-san.
No! Don't be so prosaic. I am much more refined than that.
And haiku? That really reminds me of home.
Did I hear you say that you were a visiting student sent over here by the government?
Yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study English. First, I had to suffer that misery, and now this! It's beyond the pale! To be fair, learning English as a second language does sound like misery.
Yeah, it sounds like it would suck.
Yeah.
Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here?
No, I mean, I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course.
Oh.
But just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean that you can do it. No!
What do you mean?
They told me to study English literature. That I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable. This language sucks ass.
I see.
Only the other day, I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on whitewashy. You're really just gonna do this every other sentence, huh, bud?
Yep. Get ready. You must be a man of great standing.
Oh, yes. So I'm often told.
And often like to be told, it seems. Okay,
All right.
What did you do?
Yeah, what the fuck did you do, dude?
Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Soseki-san?
I didn't do it! I didn't commit that atrocious murder!
Murder?
Oh, no. No, it's all right. The woman didn't actually die, did she?
Yet.
But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes!
Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker?
No.
I didn't see anyone.
Of course not.
Of course not. That'd be too easy on us as lawyers.
What? So you lied. It didn't happen before your eyes.
If I'd seen the person who did it, do you think I would be locked up in here?
Probably people who are racist.
That's true.
Oh dear. It seems this case is becoming rather complicated.
Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? It's the curse of London. It's...
Oh man, I've been there. I hate murder victims.
That's canonic. Incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient. It's so inconvenient when women get stabbed in front of you.
So, Soseki-san was there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker.
It's vital that we find out more about the case.
It was an accursed evening. Just after the snow had started to clear and heavy with fog. I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings. I fucking hate school!
Drop out of school.
No, I can't! If I do that, they'll throw me into the sea!
They'll say swim back.
I can't swim that far!
Sure, the bookshop wasn't a curse too.
As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her... Oh no! She suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you okay?
Sir?
Sir?
He looks like he's shaking 2 individual cans of Pepsi.
He put the Mentos in the Diet Coke. But he was actually able to put the lid back on.
It's gonna explode in his face and he knows it and he's so scared.
Or the bottle's gonna explode and he'll lose his fingers and he's like, I don't know what to do.
Just throw it, fucker!
How terrible.
I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard. Stop shaking that bottle of Coke and Mentos. You're gonna make it explode faster!
Slight exaggeration there, perhaps.
I was terrified. I had to get away from there.
She has
Didn't
tiny
you
ass
get her?
feet.
Yeah. She's almost in like the Peter Griffin death pose.
We shouldn't laugh. This poor
We
woman.
shouldn't laugh. This poor woman's been stabbed and we're over here like, haha, funny guy, family guy, funny moment.
Where's the chicken?
Yeah, where's the giant chicken? So I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings.
That's not good.
No, they'll say it was shameful. I know, to run away like that.
Tell me, Soseki-kun? Oh, it's San. Soseki-san?
Son.
I'm used to the fucking side quest we were doing yesterday.
Oh.
Because we saw Pocket Circuit Fighter in Yakuza, and he calls
Oh,
Kiryu
yeah.
Kazuma-kun.
Mmm.
Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours?
Don't be ridiculous! Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English? And a young woman at that! I'm diffident, shy, timid, unsure. I can't talk to people! I have social anxiety! die, any of you fucks!
I see. The young woman, unknown to Soseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you?
Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul.
What the fuck?
What the
This
fuck?
one was charging the whole time. Okay, just a moment.
Do you have a third controller?
No. Do you know how much PS5 controllers are?
That's true. That's true.
Do I look like I got fucking money? Do I look like a guy who
All right.
has money to you? Okay, the other one's
All right, chat.
charging.
Okay. I was about to stall for time, but we're good.
Were you gonna ask them more questions from the Star Trek guy?
Maybe.
No one? No, great.
So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at that time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it?
What conundrum?
Are we dumb?
I think we're dumb.
I think we've just been diagnosed with stupid. He's the only one there, Naruhodo.
Yeah,
this-
exactly.
What's this conundrum? What do you mean? What do you
damn it.
mean, Sasuro-san? What's the conundrum?
Ryunosuke, I diagnosed you with stupid.
You are diagnosed with not smart. Well,
Diagnosed with smooth brain. Here at prison.
well, if what Sosuke-san has told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim and that there was no one else at the scene. Then, he apparently fled without having been seen.
I did!
But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit.
Exactly. Ah! You!
If you read my mind, I swear to God, I'm getting back on the boat and going back to Japan.
Take me with you! What did you just say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Oops. Perhaps I thought a little too loudly. Fuck, he has the Coca-Cola again.
Actually,
He's practically making bombs at this point.
Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Soseki-san actually come to be arrested?
That too.
Sorry?
He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So, how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
She's right.
It was him.
This is my favorite animation in the game.
Shaking the Coke and Mentos.
Yeah. It's like that face that I look for when I look for that content where, like, my faves, like, when my faves are in pain. Or, like, something terrible
really-
has happened to them.
Chat, if any of you guys are animators, please animate Val doing this animation.
That would be the best, dude. I'd watch that all the time.
You can make that like one of your like donation fucking notifications. It's just you scared shaking a bottle of Coke and Mentos.
I wish it worked with Pepsi.
Does it not work with Pepsi?
I think it only works with Diet Coke. It might work with
What?
Diet Pepsi.
This man looks like his kids found his Beyblade collection.
Now they're gonna ask
Very-
to play with the Beyblades. Can't have that. They're just collector's items.
Yeah, this is a first edition fucking blue one. The kids can't touch it.
First edition blue one.
I don't know Beyblades.
At Anime North, they have a Beyblade competition.
Oh,
And
fuck yeah, let it
usually-
rip.
Usually it's like little kids in it.
Right.
And there was just like this one guy who was like 25. So he was a lot stronger than the little kids.
Yeah, and he
When
just
they-
beat them every time.
And he let it rip.
Yeah, it's because he had a first edition blue one.
Yeah. He said, let it rip, and then he ripped ass really hard. It was so cool.
I feel like that's a joke that I heard kids make in like the first grade where they would say, let it rip, and then they just fart really loudly.
Just link random letters together. It's probably correct. Yeah. Yeah. I saw Beyblades not too long ago in a store, and I was like, wait, people still buy these?
Oh, hell yeah.
And I guess they make new Beyblades.
Beyblade
They're metal,
is
too. They're
eternal.
awesome.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They go really fast and they can cut you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did the big adult literally say let it rip? I think the judge or like the referee says let it rip. I'm not a nerd.
I mean, so you say, but you were at Anime North.
That's true. Watching the Beyblade competition.
You're at Anime North watching a Beyblade competition. You can't say you're not a nerd after that.
How do you even
All
win
right,
a Beyblade? I guess you go harder.
Yeah. You bay harder. Blade harder.
You bay harder. Aw, bay. Can I be your boo?
Wrong. Hey, Bay, can I be your blade?
That sounds rad though. A Beyblade competition? It was pretty cool if it wasn't all kids in it. But like the kids have fun. They should have like brackets.
Exactly.
They should have brackets, but I think it was only one adult there.
Oh my god.
Probably because they were like, I don't want to fight kids. With toy
Yeah,
tops.
exactly. If there was a kids competition and then an adults competition, maybe you'd get more adults in on it. Because they'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's okay if I play Beyblades.
But then they would have to buy 2 prizes. And the
Ah,
prize
that's
pack was
true.
pretty cool. You got like a shit ton of Beyblades and a bunch of parts.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'd sell my soul for that. That accursed great detective! He led the police to me! Oh, Sholmes?
Of course. Who else? Who else would it be?
Who else could ruin everything?
Probably the lowest point in my career is volunteering to help judge a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament and having to explain to kids that cards don't work the same as the show.
Oh no!
That's so cute though.
It is adorable, but also really sad. It's like you have to explain that Santa isn't real like 20 times in a day.
They probably cried too.
They probably did cry. They're like, no, I'll never be like Seto Kaiba.
But my blue eyes. My blue
Like Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'll never summon Exodia for real. All the bad luck.
Accursed great detective. Could it be?
I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his haughty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Fuck that guy! Brash, big-headed, busybody, be gone! It's this fucker. May you be cursed until the end of your days, Hairlock Sholmes.
Hair.
Hair.
Air forehead. See, my
Hair
connections. My connections are still.
Connections.
He's Gavin. He's Gavin's ancestor.
You've connected the 2 dots, except we
Once
haven't connected
again.
shit.
I've connected so many dots. It's him. He time traveled. I like that he's laughing.
Yeah. This is
I
what he
knew
did
it.
when he accused the guy of murder. Just laughed directly in his face.
And pointed at him.
And pointed at him.
Mr. Sholmes? Hairlock Sholmes. Wait, why did I think that Herlock was one word?
No, Herlock is one word. He's pronouncing it wrong.
Okay, we are, because it was still like hairlock in that, and I was like, Naruhodo should know.
No, it's because they're like just saying like, oh, he pronounced it wrong, haha.
Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure.
It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. They started shouting at me. This is the police. Put the weapon down. Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard. But I wasn't eating a weapon. I was eating fucking cheese. Disgusting dietary discrimination devils.
You clearly had a trying morning yesterday.
There he was in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That Herlock Sholmes.
It's actually Herlock Sholmes. He's English? He's British.
I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London.
Yes, the great detective is really very well known.
His overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman! Me, this weak, stooped kitten of a man! I am a poor little meow meow, you hear me? I feel like one of the heights of this series is just like one of us laughing so hard and then hearing like the pause me trying to get back into character voices.
I want somebody to draw a novella yelling that. With cat ears on.
If you do that, I don't know what I'll do. I'll give you a first edition blue one in Beyblade. I'm laughing so fucking hard my stomach is hurting. We have to chill.
I wonder what great deduction process led him to his conclusion this time.
Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you?
Y'all know that guy's logic is fucking sus.
That would be really most unreasonable. He's never been right.
He's never right. Well, the thing is, it was my knife. I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in.
So I tried to kill them. I grabbed a gun.
No, so I confessed to murder immediately on the spot.
Oh, of course you were. That's only natural.
I was terrified. Huh?
The best one.
Yeah! The best sprite! I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. Fiendish, foreign, flimflammery.
Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English.
Yeah, you can't go to a foreign country and then be upset when they're speaking their own language. Good point, good point. But my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say.
So I just said yes.
So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. Next thing I knew, I was in manacles. Before I knew it, I was thrown in here.
Oh dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising.
I'm fine. He's not fine now.
Mr. Naruhodo Esquire.
Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo. And when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough.
Oh, yes, all right, yes. They've really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. So Seki says, fuck the British.
Fuck British.
Please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you?
Well,
Why? Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me?
well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself, on a study tour.
A student.
I have defended a case in the Old Bailey. Only the one, though. I won, but at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means.
Oh god, I'm fucking dead.
Oh, Naruhodo-san, you're making him wet himself. Please stop.
I'm pissing my pants as we speak.
He's pissing everywhere.
Make it
No!
stop.
No more!
No
We can't
more.
do it every time!
Every time there's a piss joke. Every fucking stream.
We even found that freaking. There was a side quest yesterday in Yakuza, and we had to get toilet paper for this guy on the shitter 3 times.
Oh.
I'm not even
my
the
God. I'm adding piss to the bingo card.
Thank you.
If I didn't add it already.
I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. I'm a sort of low-cum lawyer, I suppose.
Okay, piss is mentioned is already on the bingo card, so it's
Oh,
okay.
good.
But that armband, that's the mark of the defense lawyer from our great empire.
It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. I'm just wearing it. I'm cosplaying.
I'm cosplaying as a lawyer. A keepsake. I know exactly what they're saying about me.
Oh, who do you mean?
The lawyers, all the British defense lawyers, they won't defend me
Goodness! Why? Why do you say that?
because they all said no. For the same reason as you noted before, what had happened. There was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit.
It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san.
And anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said, and of course the foreigner did it. Everyone in this fucking country is racist. They even had the gall to say, the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway.
That's awful.
They're wrong! I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. And yet you didn't understand when you were being interrogated.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Do you see
I've
the
traveled-
contradiction? Do you see the contradiction, sir?
Let's discuss the contradiction. Can that be the name of the next stream?
That's gonna be the name of the next one.
Fuck yeah! I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through.
Soseki-san, it's just that... Give me a little time, please.
Hmm?
I'll do what I can, for the time being.
What do you mean? Are you defending me or not?
We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure.
Oh yes, yes. Thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire.
We should be going then, Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for. Okay, bye.
Right, bye. Don't piss yourself again while we're gone.
19th February, Briar Road. Look at that bike.
Oh,
That's evidence.
cute. Bike is evidence.
Snowman's evidence.
The snowman is evidence. It's
So-
got blood on it.
He saw the crime.
He saw the crime.
There's a man in there. So, this is where it happened. Briar Road. Oh! Look, Mr. Naruhodo. Cops. Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak. That is their job, you know. But Mr. Naruhodo, to see one with my own eyes. They're often depicted in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close.
I had no idea the police were real.
To a real Bobby's helmet. Oh my god, now I'm just getting flashbacks to John Travolta pretending to be a English Bobby in the great hit film, Fanatic.
Never even fucking heard of it.
Oh my god, you have to watch it. It's so good. It's the worst John Travolta's ever been. It's so good.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I went to he was at Fan Expo promoting this film, and he was like, when I was making this film, I was thinking of all of you, all the fans, and I emulated that when I was portraying the character. And it's about a super fan who tries to murder his favorite actor.
Oh no!
And he's like, not right?
Oh
Like-
no!
Like, it's very offensive.
Oh no!
That movie stinks. It's so funny. It does stink. What? The helmet?
4-digit box office revenue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how you know the movie is good.
Pre-COVID.
That was pre-COVID?
Pre-COVID. I think it came out in 2019.
Oh my god! Yeah, then it has no excuse. He can't even say, oh, it's because there was a pandemic and all the theaters are closed, blah, blah, blah. No, it's your movie just fucking blows.
What? The helmet?
Hee of course. I have to try one on one day.
Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true. Oh, hey.
Hey there, kids. It's me, I'm the thumb, I'm back again. Oh god. Is this racist? I don't know anymore. Fucking
What does delegation mean?
I don't know what it means in this context.
Let's
I think it's just a
Google it.
joke where it's like, because like I think that these are the only two Japanese people he's ever met. So he's like, oh, what are all the Japanese people doing here? Basically, I think that's what it means.
A body of delegates to representatives.
Oh, okay. Then it's not racist. Because I was worried for a second that it was racist. Because
Oh.
all my fucking characters are doomed to be that. Okay, awesome. I'm just so used to at this point getting canceled every single fucking stream that at this point, whenever they say something, I'm just like, okay.
Am I allowed to say this? Is this
Am I
allowed?
allowed? Is that allowed? What
Is
the
this
fuck?
allowed?
Is
What
that
the
allowed?
Fuck, is this allowed?
What the fuck? Did you know the guy in that video is a mannequin?
He's not. He's just very still. He's not a mannequin.
He's a mannequin! His hand just floats there when she moves!
Why would he be sitting there if he's a mannequin? It's a restaurant.
Oh fuck, just a sec. I've gotta be right back because, so the door on my balcony doesn't close all the way, and it's really windy out there, and it's just slamming against the side of my balcony, and I gotta,
oh, no.
like,
Oh no.
cushion it or, like, bungee cord it or something. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll talk to chat. Hi, chat. So tell me about how right I am about that vine and how that guy's not a mannequin. He's just very still. He has real hair. And it's in a restaurant. There's no reason that a restaurant would have a mannequin. Wow, it is really windy. I wonder if my door's gonna break more. My door's already broken, though. On my balcony. Hi, Val, I don't know if you're right. What do you mean? Of course I'm right. I'm never wrong. He's totally real. He's just, like, very still. He doesn't want people to know he's there. He's doing that thing where you just stand so still that nobody can see you. I haven't seen that vine in a while. Oh. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna see. Is this a loud vine? You guys can probably hear it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's real.
What the fuck? Is that loud?
Yeah, his head turned. He's real, dude. That guy's real. There's no way he's not real. His head turned. Have I said that I hate YouTube's chat delay based on location because it blows? Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, that guy's real. He's a real human boy.
Just 1 second.
I watched the video, Novella.
You watched the video?
Yeah.
And what is your verdict?
He's totally real. His head turns.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I think it's funnier to call him a mannequin, though.
No, he's real.
Oh, just a sec.
How would you feel if somebody was just like, yeah, Novella's not real.
I mean, what if I'm not?
Novella's a mannequin.
What if I am?
Novella feels no feelings.
What if I don't?
You do!
What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
You are real. I know you're real.
But do you?
Are you gaslighting me right now? Connor, are you gaslighting me right now? Why are you guys gaslighting me? First you gaslight me about the guy in the vine being a mannequin, and you've been doing that for years. And now this? On my stream? Nah, not today.
Yeah, but what if I'm not real though?
I'll
All right.
turn this stream around, I swear to God.
I thought for a second you were saying I'll burn this stream to the ground. And I was like, no, that's what happened to Mr. McGilden. We can't go out the same way.
Yeah, because if you die the same way as someone you don't like, then you're destined to be with them for the rest of your days.
Oh, fuck that.
You go to the same little spot in hell.
No!
All
Alright, let's play game.
Okay.
I fixed my balcony door so it's not going as hard. Maybe if I was on a lower floor, it wouldn't do that, but like
My balcony door's
fucking-
broken.
yeah, same. It seems that happens a lot, huh? Anyway, what's the Japanese delegation doing here?
Oh, Inspector Gregson.
This isn't on the tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware. You know we're lawyers, right?
Yes, of course. We're here to investigate.
So, you've been to the holding cells then. What'd you make of the criminal?
He's not a criminal, as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
We'll see about that. Is that racist? Or is
A
that
little
just
bit.
a statement? It's a little racist. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose.
Why did those potato wedges look so realistic? They do look yummy. I'm having fish and
They do
chips
look
after.
good.
Where the fuck did you go? Wait a second.
Where the fuck did I go?
When did Novella
What do you mean?
disappear?
What do you mean I disappeared?
You're not on the stream anymore.
What? How did that happen? Do you want me to stop streaming and then start it back up again?
Not yet. Just a moment.
Okay.
Oh, now you're back.
I'm back! Woo!
Oh, she is there? YouTube has this really bad delay on the thing. I think when you left, you actually, like, left. You, like, flew off the screen.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not gaslighting. YouTube's gaslighting me.
Yeah, why are you gaslighting me? This is our last collab, everybody. She's not gonna want me around after I gaslight her.
She's been there. No, she hasn't. I can see clearly on the fucking delayed YouTube video that she's not there. I'm all but okay, I see her. She just flew in on my screen. She just flew in out of nowhere. Like a rocket ship. Like a shooting star across the sky.
Do 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 do. Everybody take a sip of water because I referenced a dead meme.
No, I don't think I will.
It's law. I'm pointing a gun to your head. Drink the water, Val.
You can't fucking kill me. I'm a bad bitch.
You're right, I can't. We can't do these streams.
You guys can't steal my save file.
But we can. I'm gonna sneak into your home late at night. I am the Rat Man.
You're gonna take my PS5?
Yeah, it's the only way I'll ever get my hands on one at this rate.
I guard this thing with my life. I have it surrounded by booby traps like Kevin McAllister.
Oh fuck, I was just imagining a PS5 surrounded by landmines.
But then it would just blow up the PS5.
Yeah,
Can't
but then
have
at
that.
least, like, if you can't have it, no one can. This is like the 5th time I've mentioned rats on stream, so if someone drew me as a rat, you know?
Somebody drew you as a
I'd
rat?
accept that. I want someone to draw me as a rat, and if they don't, I will.
So that's your fursona is what you're saying. Furry.
Listen, don't accuse me of things.
Oh, because you've never done that. You've never done that. Val's not allowed.
Jesus, now Vesta's here. Please move.
Hello,
Please
Vesta.
fucking move. I can't read my lines.
Turn her computer off.
No, I have stuff over the power buttons. This way she can't.
Val, you definitely have a secret persona. No, I don't. I don't even know what animal I'd be.
We gotta think of a persona for Val
Do we?
right now. Chat, we have to. Okay, so I'm a rat.
Okay.
What would you be then?
A cat.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I'd eat you whole. And spit
Oh
you
no,
out.
I'll dodge you. I am poisoned.
You can't do that.
My body is poisonous.
It's like when
You
kids
you die instantly.
when kids have those like make-believe fights. Yeah, well, I'm throwing the Atlantic Ocean at you. Yeah, but I can breathe underwater, so it doesn't matter and I don't die. Haha, I use my laser eyes and burn up the whole ocean. It all turns to steam and burns you. But, well, I'm heat resistant.
That's how our personas will work. They just get more like elaborate power sets as we fight.
A
By
flying
the end
squirrel.
of it, they're like Dragon Ball Z protagonists.
just screaming.
Yeah, they're
Glowing
just
yellow.
screaming and they have 10,000 powers.
Flying squirrel is pretty good.
Flying
Val is a
squirrel
pink flying squirrel, like a shiny Pachirisu that can fly. Okay, I like that.
Ooh,
I like that.
That does sound really good. And then we can both be tiny.
I want to be a huge flying squirrel.
Okay, but flying squirrels don't get that big though.
Well, I'm gonna be the world's biggest one, and it's human size.
Okay, I'm gonna look up what the world's biggest flying squirrel was.
Okay. I'm watching, like, the YouTube delayed video. It's like 10 minutes behind.
Jesus.
And it's just you bouncing up and down. And I can't remember what that would be for.
Okay, the biggest, the red giant flying squirrel is 1 foot 9.5 inches tall.
No, I need to be bigger.
I'm gonna see what the world's biggest rat is.
Orval is a monster hunter Rathian. Ooh, yeah. I like that. But then I'm
What?
not a furry, I'm a scaly.
The biggest rat was 3 feet long!
Yuck, dude. Ew. Gross.
Jesus. I wish I didn't know information!
Is it dead?
I don't know.
Did it have like gigantism or something?
I don't know.
Yuck, dude. Ew.
Wait, Gambian pouched rat.
So then it's like a
Sorry,
kangaroo.
African giant pouched rat is a species of nocturnal pouched rat of the giant pouched rat genus Chrysotomes in the family. I don't fucking care. Just tell me how big they are. They're among the largest muroids in the world, growing to about 0.9 meters or 3 feet long, including the tail, which makes up half of its total length.
I hate that.
The Gambian pouched rat is sometimes kept as a pet, but some have
Oh.
escaped captivity and became an invasive species in Florida. Of course, Florida has 3-foot rats. Of fucking course.
Is Florida the, like, Quebec of America?
I mean, that's implying that Quebec is even half as wild as Florida is.
That's true, but did you hear about that plane?
Which plane?
There was a plane full of, like, influencers from Quebec, and they flew to Mexico and just took over the plane, and they were vaping and body surfing on the plane, and it got so bad that, like, the flight attendants just had to, like, lock themselves away because they lost control.
Wow. I mean, sounds about right for, like, if influencers and Quebec sounds like a really bad combination.
And, like, now most of them have COVID.
Oh
And
god.
A lot of
course
them
they do.
are trapped in Mexico and can't come back because, one, they have COVID, and two, nobody wants to fly them.
Serves them right. Serves them right.
And the guy who, like, put this whole, like, trip together turned out to be, like, a criminal who had to change his name, and he committed, like, fraud.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This sounds incredible. They should make a movie about this.
they should.
But like it turns into like a horror movie at the end.
And one of the girls who was vaping on the plane turned out to be studying to be a pilot.
Oh no.
Yay! Oh,
Goodbye, career.
I love our future. Why are pilots like
love
that,
our
though?
future.
A lot of pilots are, like, crazy. Have you noticed this? There's that guy who, like, crashed his plane on purpose.
I mean, the thing is that like it's probably just because of the job. Like, we only hear about the crazy ones because it's like, oh yeah, they're in charge of the lives of like 200 to 300 people every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course we would hear most about like the crazy ones because that's the scariest.
True.
We don't hear
I
about just
feel
like
like-
normal pilots who do their jobs and do their best every day.
I feel like pilots who fly, like, those little planes are fucking insane, and they all are.
That's true, because a lot of them, I think, are, like, they just choose to do it.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, oh yeah, hurtling around in, like, several tons worth of metal, way up in the air. That sounds like a great plan. I love that.
That, or they're just like, I'm rich, I can do that.
Exactly. That's probably it. Honestly, it's not so much that it's their pilots, it's that they're rich people who are just like, yeah, well, you know, anything that the common folk can do, I can do too.
Mm-hmm. I heard that Harrison Ford has, like, crashed 2 or 3 planes on his property.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And he's, like, 70, and, like, he's old, and he doesn't even know, like, where he is. Have you seen an
Why do
interview
they-
with Harrison Ford?
I haven't?
They are odd. He's just a grumpy old man. One time, Benedict Cumberbatch did a Chewie impression in front of him, and he looked scared, like he was taken all the way back. And he thought Chewie was real.
and relive the entire Star Wars trilogy, but from Han Solo's perspective in that 1 second. Good God. Anyway, I think we should play video game.
Yeah, we probably should. We got like an hour left.
Yeah. Well, do what you will. It doesn't bother me. Those 2 anime girls in your head talked for like 20 fucking minutes. Get a handle on those 2.
What's an
Renosuke's sitting here like, I'm fucking trying.
This is my hell.
Welcome to hell, welcome to hell, welcome to hell. The bloke's in court tomorrow no matter whatever happens. And the verdict's a foregone conclusion. How am I so much better at a Boston accent than a British one? Like, how could I just pull this out of my ass? And meanwhile, I have been watching actual fucking videos on how to do a British accent and I still can't fucking do it.
Are you a sleeper Boston person?
Maybe.
Boston
Maybe that was
agent?
me in a past life. Maybe in a past life I was like a Boston cop in like the 1930s. Because that seems to be like the impression that I'm going with here. Or like a reporter. I think that I actually started this as like a reporter accent, so.
He does sort of look like a reporter.
He does, so I was just like, you know what, just pull a reporter voice out of your ass, and that's what happened.
The stone cold Steve Austin air of rejection.
Aw, son of a bitch.
Ah, son of a bitch. That's not Stone Cold.
Wrong Austin, then. Why are so many people named Austin?
Wrong Austin.
I don't fucking know wrestling!
Who's wrong Austin?
No, wrong! Wrong!
Oh,
I got the wrong Austin, I think.
yeah, because it was Austin, Texas.
Okay. I don't know wrestling and too many people are named Austin.
It's a place.
I don't fucking know!
He was talking to the city of Austin in Texas.
Why is the city named Austin too? I'm going to throw up.
Wait, did you just find out that Austin, Texas existed today just now?
Listen, let's move on.
Isn't it the capital of Texas?
Listen, I don't know geography. Let's move on.
No, wait. We're gonna hang on this for a little bit longer.
No, I do know that Austin, Texas is a place. I didn't know it was the capital, but I knew that it was a place that existed because I'm like, I knew a kid in high school whose name was Austin, and I would call him a shithead, but he's dead, so I don't want to. He was kind of an asshole, though.
Stop.
Listen.
No.
He beat up my brother. He beat up my brother one time. All right, chat. I guess I'm gonna have to stall for time for a little bit. Do you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
No.
Do you believe in the power of a curse?
No.
Did he ever go walking under the pale moonlight? Okay.
Oh my
Fuck.
god. I'm back.
I'm laughing too hard. Every part of my body hurts.
You're just trying to make us forget that you didn't know that Austin, Texas is real.
Let's move on!
Take heart! London at this time of year is full of stone cold Steve Austin air.
That makes it worse somehow.
Tell me about the Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
It's just a bunch of cops, kid. The Yard is the the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, ma'am.
Oh, and you know I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet.
It does make them look the part, seeing the policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the sense that this is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city. Except he let a woman get stabbed, but I guess we'll forget about that.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
don't he look wonderful?
We'll just walk right past that. Being a London Bobby is hard going, I can tell you.
Oh, really?
First thing in the morning, you know what he does? Goes around and rouses all the laborers on his beat so they can get off to work.
What? He wakes people up.
Yup. Raps on the windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit. That is a real thing.
I hate that. Let me sleep.
I thought that was like, I thought that was an actual job though. Like I thought that was like someone's actual job was just to wake up people. I didn't know the police did it.
I hate that.
I mean, they didn't have alarm clocks back then.
So?
They had to wake up for work on time.
But he woke up the whole city? What if I don't work?
Well, fuck you, I guess.
Fuck you, it's January.
It's January. Wake up and smell the night air. Because it's 6:30 in the morning and the sun's still down.
I had no idea.
Oh, actually, I did actually hear of a different thing that was done where people would like put a nail in a candle. And so that this way, whenever the candle melted overnight, eventually it would like make the nail fall out of the candle and onto like a tin plate underneath, so it'd make a loud clattering sound. And that was basically like a Victorian alarm clock.
But who was watching the candle to make sure it didn't burn the house down?
No one did, because this is back when they used to put candles on fucking Christmas trees. House fires are just something that happened back then.
It was inevitable.
It was inevitable. Every house would burn down at some point. I think. The Bobby works for the people of the town. It's just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's the regulation distance.
I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way.
How much is that in kilometers? Because I know I've walked 10 kilometers before.
I think she's gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. 20 miles? That's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama. Okay, she didn't put
That
in
didn't
kilometers.
clear up anything for me.
Wait. Why are they using miles?
That's true.
We're in-
Okay, so it's 32 kilometers. I would die.
Who translated this game? I just
Who
want to
translated-
talk.
Americans.
Americans. Ruining Ace Attorney.
Ruining Ace Attorney. How dare you?
On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far.
Their legs have to be jacked.
Only leg day.
And when it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting up all the gas street lamps.
Oh my.
And I suppose in between all of those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well.
And chase after criminals trying to evade the law.
I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly. More alongside. But yes. They're expected to handle those jobs as well. We do have men keeling over from time to time, I admit. We take bets on how long they'll last back at the station.
I'd always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. But it's with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Your heavy heart will be very heavy head if you do.
Alright. It happened at around 5 in the evening, 2 days ago. Just there on that bit of open pavement. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind.
Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in hospital.
Never said she was a lady. Huh? What do you mean, sir? Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, won't be able to find much about her at all.
Suppose that means they haven't been able to make a statement, to take a statement from her, of course.
I mean, she just got stabbed 2 days ago.
Yeah, true.
Here's a map of the local area I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want.
Really? Are you sure? Thank you, I love you!
Oh, kid, too close, too fast.
Mwah, 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 mwah!
No. Give
This
it like
is
3 weeks, okay?
Each one of your fingers so I can taste the fish.
Oh, God, kid, no.
La, 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 la.
No! Get away from me! What the fuck is wrong with you?
I've never had fish and chips before.
You could have just asked me for one! You made this weird!
I'm not weird. You're weird for not liking it.
What the fuck do you mean?
You should be more open with your kinks.
I think you should be less open with yours! Anyway, it's yard policy to give lawyers to defendant suspects the odd bit of information to go on.
I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still.
Thank you, Inspector.
We greatly accept.
The local map has been entered into the court record. A street map of the local area showing where the victim was found.
Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it?
She did.
She stabbed herself directly in the back.
Yeah.
Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming not to have seen anyone else around, but
just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can be sure that nobody else was present.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure.
How? Do you have a camera?
Because, ma'am, the precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed.
What?
We have 2 very reliable witnesses, no less. Sir, we're an ace attorney. They are not reliable.
No, they're lying.
It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see him.
I miss my white
I
women
bought-
bots.
You don't belong in this world. Hopefully with both of us reporting them, YouTube will just kill them on sight.
Did you read this?
Alright, I did.
Oh.
There were witnesses now? About these
Ooh, let's ask about that.
witnesses. Who are these witnesses, Inspector?
A fellow and his wife. The man's one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all of London.
I doubt that.
He's a copper from Scotland Yard.
Oh, so he did it.
Duh!
A policeman? Well, he's legally not allowed to lie. That
Yeah,
might change things.
he's also legally not allowed to murder. But he can still do it illegally,
Unlike
so
me,
watch out.
I'm legally allowed to murder.
They just,
And-
I got off the boat and they handed me this gun.
I mean, he does walk around with a sword.
He does.
And this policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment the woman was attacked and didn't do anything?
Nothing peculiar about that, ma'am. Part and parcel of being a Bobby. Catching them, banging the act and all that.
And he just let him run away?
Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions?
Be my guest. You can ask him what you like. In court tomorrow.
Oh,
I have no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that'll give you something to look forward to.
That's that then. He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems.
Oh, right, that's me. A
Yeah, that's you.
policeman witnessed the incident. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job, very difficult indeed.
Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me of that too. Oh yeah, one more thing, Inspector.
What?
The person who led you to the suspect. I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
What are you bringing him up for?
'Cause I want you to the kiss.
Oh, you
Keep
didn't like
your kinks
that.
out of this conversation, kid.
You got offended.
He did. First you lick my fingers, now you ask me to kiss a man.
Was it something I said? The color is drained from his cheeks. I wanted them to turn more red.
Oh, we can ship them.
Let's talk to him about Mr. Sholmes. Oh, the music stopped.
Oh no, there's a tragic backstory. Who did you hear that name from?
Herlock's dead.
Oh, well, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it.
Herlock is fucking dead, kid.
Oh no.
He
Oh
said
no.
that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered the lodgings.
I'm sure it was the result of one of Mr. Sholmes' inspirational great deductions.
It'll faddle.
Duh!
The man's an amateur, and I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere.
Oh,
I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime, wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case.
yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he?
He is a great help to Scotland Yard, though, isn't he?
Gabble gabble.
Ah!
You ever seen this before?
Sir, I gave that to you.
Oh, yeah. The Ranced magazine, we talked about it for like an hour, remember?
The,
Listen,
wonder-
kid, I was too busy on my fish and chips.
the wonderful publication in which the adventures of Herlock Sholmes appears.
Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the odds detectives in its stories. And a so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. Yes, to anyone at the yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any of Herlock Sholmes' tales at all.
Well, I suppose there is an element of that.
We work our socks off, every one of us, only to be front by the public thanks to that obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us as Scotland Yard as he is to all our criminals.
That can't really be true, can it, Inspector?
Clearly, the great detective and the police have a complex relationship.
It could be more complex if you two kissed.
He's laughing
Stop
out loud.
looking at me like that. That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. Are you gonna defend him or not?
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
The fuck do you mean maybe?
For the
It's a
lols?
yes or no question. Alright, I guess. Makes no difference to me, but I'll just say this.
Aight.
Listen,
No, I
Fucking-
liked it.
his accent sucks.
No, it's good. I loved when he said aight. I
Alright.
wanted to say it more.
Okay, well, I'll add that to my list
Repertoire.
of things to remember.
Just pepper it in. The
Just
perfect
pepper it in.
little bit of spice.
Yeah, just a little sprinkle, like that dude sprinkling in the salt. No London lawyer worth his salt, I went full circle, would touch that case with a barge pole.
Salt Bay.
Because the prosecution is being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey, you mean?
There's no way to save the man now. It's a waste of time trying. It is all a bit strange, though.
Sorry?
The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now. Oh fuck, it's like Manfred von Karma.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
And the only people he usually bothers with are the real scum. The master criminals, the violent ones.
Master criminals?
The violent ones?
I mean, which works for Mr. McGilded because, let's face it, dude
Murder?
100% did it. And he did stab someone, so, you know, that tracks. But, like, this guy does not seem like the master criminal type.
No. But maybe he knows that the cop did it.
Ooh, maybe. I mean, we haven't even seen the cop yet, though. We have no idea if he did it.
I know, Ace Attorney, he did it.
That's true. And also, like, in true crime, like, a lot of, like, cold cases from this time are literally just either the cops were incompetent or the cops were in on it.
That or
Those
it
are
was
the
his
two
wife
options.
that did it.
Huh?
It might have been his wife that did it.
That's true. And then we would go back into the pattern of having female killers.
True. Women
That's
are
right.
evil.
We're just gonna hammer that into Reno's case skull.
I'm allowed to say that because I am women.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. He handpicks his victims. Only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins.
But Mr. Natsume wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely.
That's just my point, sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but it didn't kill her. Couldn't even say that the intent was there. So this isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for want of a better phrase.
Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it?
No, there's gotta be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really? What sort of reason, Inspector?
You think I can tell what's going on inside the head of that Lord of Darkness?
Oh yeah, he is Severus Snape, baby.
You'll have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial.
Are we really going to have to face the Reaper again? The Lord of Darkness, as he put it? Well, I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of the detective.
Unfortunately, because that voice is really fun to do.
Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion?
Oh, yes, what is it?
Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this.
No.
Oh god.
By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes?
A voice that is much less fun to do.
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, exactly.
I don't want to. No, 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 you can't make me. No. Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsume did blame Mr. Sholmes for all of this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involved party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again and kiss him on the cheek.
The trouble is, we have no idea of the man's...
It's Baker Street.
How do you know that?
It's
you
in the
stalking him?
stories, of course. He doxed himself.
Grix is just like listening in, like half-mindedly as he eats his fish and chips.
Are you going to commit a crime?
Ma'am, are you gonna go to this man's address? Haven't met him like once before.
Hello, I'm your biggest fan. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
like, oh god, oh fuck.
Please leave. I hate being
Please
an
leave.
influencer.
All they do is go on planes and vape.
And speak French.
And speak French. And get stranded in Mexico.
And commit fraud.
And commit fraud. The many activities of an influencer. I need to stop laughing. My stomach legitimately hurts.
221B Baker Street, the most famous address in the world. Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I suppose. Let's break into his house. We'd better try to find our way there before Susuno-san gets any more excited and unpredictable.
Maybe I'll talk about breaking into a man's house while the cops are standing here.
Leave me alone!
Fine, fine.
Let's commit a crime! Hurrah! I'll summon a carriage. We'll drive it through his house. So, we're to have a reunion already. With the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Don't nod your head, stop reading my mind.
I feel like we should go here first, because he'll probably come with us to the crime scene.
That's true.
Oh, a cutscene.
Oh, a cutscene.
Oh, that's us.
That is you.
Look how long their heads are.
Thank you very much. It's just up there, overlooking the street.
Oh, it's just up there, overlooking the street. Goodbye.
Thanks again. This is it, the residence of Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Are my mouth flaps good, chat? Can I be voice actress?
I think they're pretty good. Vesta, why are you eating tape?
Oh, they really just went in, huh?
Yeah, they just walked right in. Like they own the place.
Oh, I bet he's gonna be doing that thing where he's blindfolded and shooting a gun. Classic. Classic Herlock Sholmes.
Classic Herlock Sholmes blindfolding himself and shooting a gun.
That's what he does.
What?
He does that.
I am so fucking, like, burnt out from all the bits that we've done. My brain just is not working. It's mush. It's worms.
I thought you knew Herlock Sholmes.
I know a little bit. I know that he did lots of cocaine.
So this is where the great detective makes his living. It feels surreal to be here somehow. It looks like Phoenix Wright's house. Who's that?
The fancier. Oh, Susuno's just looking around.
She's fucking possessed. It's like Blair Witch.
Oh no.
Is it as described in the stories, Miss Susuno?
She hates it.
Susuno-san?
There are bullet holes in, like, the top
See?
of the room.
Many, many famous cases have been solved here in this very room. Oh, I suppose they must have been, yes. I've never read the stories, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be. The detective chases the villain relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down an unlit London street. Oh, the thrill of it! The romanticism! Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can you, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, I suppose I can. Yeah. So if you don't mind, can you leave me alone? I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please don't mind me. Ah, she's obsessed. A Fujoshi. Well, looks like I'll steal his stuff. The detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me, is anybody home?
Oh, do we have a visitor? I'm guessing it's her. Okay.
Yeah, it's her.
Hello! I forget what I did. It's a big new case for Mr. Sholmes?
Hello? Wait. Aren't you?
I just realized she's me.
Yeah, she's just like a tiny version of you who's an inventor. You could be sisters.
Aw, cute. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Aren't you?
Oh! How rude of me. I'll go and make some tea at once. I forget the voice. I think it was pretty much just me, but higher.
Yeah, just like just a high-pitched you voice, basically.
Sholmes has a tiny Watson. He does. He does. It's like, what's her name? Pearl. It's his Pearl.
I'm sure it's the same girl.
Are you? I don't know. It could be any little pink-haired girl.
Goggles on her head.
Miss Susanoo, did you see the girl who's just here?
Oh, yes. Isn't it truly extraordinary? To think that the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case.
The King of Bowaria? What? Like the song?
King Wilhelm Gottschried Sigismund von Ormstein, of course.
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventures of Herlock Sholmes for a moment and look over there.
The tea's brewed, and I have a freshly baked cake as well. Oh, it's you!
I knew it! Susanoo-san recognizes her too.
It's the child with the gun.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is you.
No, that was still you. This is Iris.
Oh. Oh, there you are! Oh.
Yeah, you were both of these characters.
Awesome. And taking that with you as well?
This is why I've been hogging all the new character voices.
Yeah, you're getting all the new characters in this case. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. She's sort of a nerd, so I'll do a little bit of nasal. Like I don't have a nasally voice. Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
Okay, the other girl didn't talk. You're safe.
Thank God. Oh my God, look at the little keychains on her backpack. They're of her and Sholmes. Oh.
That's adorable!
I love her.
It's the girl who turned up at the end of Mr. McGilded's trial in the defense antechamber.
I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Poor you, having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London.
Oh, yes, it was challenging.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know.
Oh, thank you. Is tea supposed to look that color?
She just boiled Gatorade.
They're gonna get poisoned. Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor.
Hooray! It's a winner. I tried blending different leaves. Designed to alleviate fatigue, you see?
I keep going like a little bit into Naruhodo. Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck. Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance?
No! You know Hurley, do you?
I want to do Ryunosuke so bad.
Hurley? Mr. Sholmes? To you, Shirley?
Oh, shut up. He's a poet and didn't know it. He makes a rhyme every time.
Every time.
Mr. Sholmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see.
Was he really? Well, I had no idea. I'm afraid Hurley's out on an errand again today, even though he's just returned from overseas.
Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday after the trial, and only briefly at that. How on earth does she know so much about us? Did she deduce all those things, do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholm's suite? Should we call the police?
Oh, silly me. I haven't introduced myself, have I?
Cute!
It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson. I live here together with Hurley.
Ah, Iris, is it? What a lovely name.
What?
I love that as soon as the name Iris, he was like, Iris, was it? She gave a little nod. That's adorable.
What's the matter?
No, wait. This can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson? I hate that they couldn't say Watson.
Yeah, like I kind of get it with Sherlock Holmes, but like, really, Watson? You're gonna copyright claim that? It's like how I was saying the other day about fucking Twisted. It's like, oh yeah, Jafar and Aladdin, those are fine names. Jasmine, though?
Nah.
You'll go to jail if Disney sees you using that word for your princess. So she had to just go by the princess. Which sucks.
What's the matter with Susato-san? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden?
Yes, that's right. And what are your names?
Oh, I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm Mr. Naruhodo's
Judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. It's wonderful to meet you. Lovely. Susie and Runo. Got it.
Oh, that's cute. She gave them nicknames.
Susie?
And Runo. There's more to this girl than meets the eye. I have so many questions for her. I don't know where to start.
Yes, and so do I. Can you stop? Please. Please.
Please stop fangirling over real people.
Please stop reading my mind. Oh,
That too.
I don't want to leave.
No.
Let's talk about you.
It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey?
Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you so much.
Oh no, not at all. I'm so sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming.
Though, at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us.
Ah,
Like
there it is
this?
again.
Thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you?
Oh yes, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade.
Oh, Ginny? Yes, she's a professional pickpocket.
So we found out.
It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that.
Are you referring to that disturbing gun-like contraption?
Exactly, I followed her here. I followed her, you see, to get it back.
Oh god, you can tell it's getting close to 9 o'clock.
Do you want me to take over a character voice just like temporarily, maybe?
It's okay, I'll be fine. I just
Okay.
have to let them go. I try to read them when they start like da 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 da. And then
Yeah.
I should like give it some time.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions.
This girl is dangerous.
Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that, so she could apologize to my trusty technician.
Be gone, bot. You don't belong in this world.
Oh. No, I don't want to know about Vor, but thank you anyway.
We already know what that is. How'd she explain it to the judge?
Yeah. Weren't you here for the first episode, but?
Yeah. Fuck off.
Fake fan. Oh, same brain. Jinx.
Same brain.
Oh, you
Climate
owe me a Coke.
classification. I'm not buying you a Coke. I'm buying you a Pepsi.
Oh, well then, okay, send that to me in the mail.
Yeah, just a single can of Pepsi, but it'll be Diet Pepsi, so you won't like it.
Yuck! Gross! Ew!
Fuck you, Diet Pepsi!
Isn't Diet Pepsi, like, worse for you?
I think so, and I've, like... Funny story, I have a case of Diet Pepsi just, like, in my apartment now, because I've told my grandma in the past, hey, just get me, like, normal Pepsi. Like, if you're gonna get me anything, because my grandma loves giving me and my brother food, which I appreciate. I love that. But, like, sometimes she tends to go with what she thinks we like over what we actually like. So, I told her, hey, you know what, Diet Pepsi's okay. I would much prefer just, like, normal Pepsi. She's like, oh, okay, I'll remember that. And with the food that she brought back with my brother, because he just finished up his winter break, she sent him back with a box of food for me, and in it was a case of Diet Pepsi. So it's like, all right. I mean, I won't get mad.
Pour it in a cup and put a bunch of sugar in it.
I mean, I don't mind the taste of Diet Pepsi. It's just like, you know, if I have the choice, it's like if there's gonna be a ranking of sodas, the ranking is Pepsi is at the top.
Yep.
Then Dr. Pepper and root beer are kind of tied. And then Coke is underneath that. And then Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi are on the same level.
It's like when I go to McDonald's and I order a plain cheeseburger, but they give me a normal cheeseburger, I'm still gonna eat it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, it's not what
fine.
you wanted.
I wanted a plain cheeseburger.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want just a plain cheeseburger, just say that you just want a plain burger.
But I want cheese
Then they won't
on
add the
it.
cheese.
Yeah.
Huh?
I need the cheese on it.
Wait, weren't you just saying that you didn't...
What? No, I want a plain cheeseburger.
So just burger with cheese, and then they give you, like, the lettuce and stuff.
Yeah, they give me the whole burger.
Oh,
Well, McDonald's
okay,
doesn't
okay.
use
I
lettuce
misunderstood.
on their regular burgers.
Fair enough. You see, anytime that I eat a burger, it's just, like, plain. Just burger,
Same.
buns, ketchup. That's all I need.
No. Burger, buns, cheese. That's all you need. No condiments.
See, I like my ketchup on my burgers, though. It's tasty. Didn't McDonald's put out, like, a set of candles at one point?
They
and one of
did.
the candles just smelled like fucking ketchup.
Yeah, and one of them was the pickles.
That's rank. I don't like that.
I like the McDonald's pickles. I wish
See,
I
I
could
don't
just
like
order
pickles.
pickles. Do you think they would
I'm
give
sure
me
you
them?
can. I'm sure you can just order pickles. Because I know that from working at, like, a different fast food place, which will not be named, but all Canadians know it.
So you just told
there
everybody what it is.
Yeah, pretty much, but I mean, have you seen, like, Calliope Mori talking about, like, when she used to be a waitress? She pretty much mentions what place she worked at, and it was fine. I think me having 82 subscribers, I'll be fine. So, yeah, so whenever I worked at a fast food place, there was an option to get a la carte, which is basically, you just get ingredients. So people would just order, like, a la carte eggs or a la carte sausage.
Yuck.
Usually it was for their dog.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes people just like the eggs, and I don't understand why.
No, I don't understand either.
They were
'Cause the food there is trash.
frozen, and then yeah, they're just kept under heat lamps for ages. Like, the food there wasn't bad,
It's not good.
but I mean, it's not good. Okay, I will just straight up say, the only good dinner food at Tim Hortons is the chicken noodle soup.
I'm not gonna say
have-
what it is.
I have walked for like 20 minutes to half an hour just to get chicken noodle soup from Tim Hortons because it's good.
I like
Be
their
gone, bot!
I like their grilled cheese if I have to get something at Tim Hortons. Like if there's no other restaurant around, or if we're like at a convention and we're getting food and we don't want to wait in two lines and everybody wants Tim Hortons for some reason.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. It's like, and I mean, you can't go wrong with a grilled cheese anywhere. Usually my go-to orders, like if it's lunch or dinner, it's chicken noodle soup because honestly, their chicken noodle soup is pretty damn good.
That's fair.
If it's breakfast though, I always get sausage farmer's wrap, but with ketchup instead of chipotle sauce. Yeah, because then it's good. Because then it's just like a whole breakfast, just like in a wrap. And I mean, it's still not the best. I mean, like I've made like my own little farmer's wraps in my own apartment, like with ingredients that I just bought at the grocery store, and it's like leagues better.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna go to Tim Hortons, and it's like the breakfast wraps are like what, $7?
True.
Like, you know, if you just need a cheap meal because you're driving for like 2 hours to go to your parents' place, you know, it's not that bad.
See, their new like chicken sandwich craveable looks good, but I don't like sandwiches.
Understandable.
But I tried their
never...
like chicken fingers and those were shit.
Yeah, their potato wedges were all right whenever they had those, but
they
like...
were. Or when they have the Nutella food items. Oh.
The Nutella stuff is great. I love the Nutella croissants so bad.
They should have that 24/7.
They should. All the good stuff they remove. Like the salted caramel Timbits were the best ones. They don't have them anymore.
And the Tim Biebs. What?
I'm just like, I feel like as like a teenager, the whole thing was like, oh, I fucking hate Justin Bieber, and now anytime that I hear him, I'm just like, oh man, I hate that guy.
Banned. Stream over. Collab
what do you
canceled.
Mean I'm banned for not liking Justin Bieber?
He's a Canadian treasure. What are you talking about? I own 2 Tim Biebs hats. I own 2 Tim Biebs fanny packs. I own 2 Tim Biebs tote bags.
Man, I didn't realize I was streaming with a believer.
I am a believer.
I won't judge you, but I'm judging you. The thing is, it might also just be because I don't listen to much, like, pop music. I don't know if he's made, like, good music.
Yeah, his new song's good.
Neat.
It's called Stay.
I probably won't listen to it.
It's good. It's on TikTok a lot.
Ah, fair enough. So I will never listen to it. Because I am not on TikTok, and I will not search this.
Sorry, your technician? This moment.
I forget what this was in context of.
She wanted, the blonde girl to meet her technician because she stole the thing.
Oh. Probably Sholmes.
Hurley, of course, silly.
Hurley? Her voice got deeper.
Yes, Herlock Sholmes. We live here together.
I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter.
Daughter? Not likely.
What?
Why are you living with him?
I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, would I?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not? You can just call your parents their names.
That's what I do. People get mad. Have you ever done that?
Dumb.
In public, called your parents by, like, their name and seen how people reacted?
I haven't just because, like, I'm so used to just calling them mom and dad that calling them by their actual names would just feel weird.
I've had people tell me it's disrespectful and that I should stop. Like, people I don't even know.
Man. Yeah, just call them by their names. Like, who gives a shit?
They don't care. I've called them by their names since I was a baby.
Yeah, it's like if they really cared, they would have, like, taught you to do otherwise, but they didn't. They were just like, yeah, no, this is chill.
It's because they didn't call each other mom and dad when I was growing up, like some parents
so it's like, it's almost like you learned to talk before they taught you, like, what to call them. Yeah, I've heard of that happening, like, a lot.
Because I think it's weird for parents to call each other mom and dad. I think that's odd.
It only, like, from my context with, like, my parents, they only do it really when they're talking to either me or my brother. largely because, like, they probably did it since we were kids, that this way we would refer to them as mom and dad. Just in case. And it's like, sometimes it gets a little confusing, though, because, like, my mom and my dad will be talking about my grandma, and my mom will just say, yeah, well, mom, and I'd be sitting there as a kid like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Who is this mum?
Yeah, are you talking about yourself? What the fuck?
Well then, what is your relationship with Mr. Sholmes?
Well, well, I expect you found out the lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive. So, the solution is to share the cost with a partner, a roommate.
How is this 10-year-old a roommate?
Oh my god, they were roommates. I hope you don't mind me
Again with the
asking,
line references.
asking Iris, but how old are you?
10, at last this year.
Well, what of your mother and father?
They're dead. Oh no, they're not around.
Oh, I see. I wonder what the story there is. Oh, yes! There's something I must ask you.
Of course. Go ahead, Susie.
I am a very great fan of the adventures of Herlock Sholmes and... Oh! You have a copy of Ranced magazine. They're the same. Yes! I read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship.
Oh, this is
don't
so
worry about the voices
exciting.
being too similar.
My stories are being read on the other side of the world.
My stories?
Yeah, she writes them.
That's right. Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all of them. They really are quite fascinating. It would be such a shame if I was the only one who ever heard them, don't you think?
Goodness!
Last night, he was telling me all about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. So, I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscript for the next issue before you came.
So you are the author?
Fuck yeah.
Yes! I'll let you in on a secret, if you like. I'm going to call the latest adventure the Speckled Band.
The Speckled Band? That's certainly very familiar.
She's girl bossing at 10 years old.
And gatekeeping.
Of
Will
course.
she gaslight? Has yet to be seen.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Of course. I always change one or two details in the stories, here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble.
Oh, that was Mr. Sholmes' first thought as well, actually.
Yes, and of course, I know that a snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of this case exactly, but it's a story. Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think. Don't you?
Gaslit by a child? That's what, like, teaching in a school's like.
I'd believe it.
As somebody who helped teach in an elementary school, that's all it is. You get gaslight by kids all day.
And as someone who was part of a class that would, like, regularly just act out until substitute teachers cry, I can confirm.
Novella the bully.
No, I was not a part of this. I was just trying to read Warrior Cats under my desk. I didn't want any part of this. Everyone else was doing this shit, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just here.
So, you mean to say, are the stories about Mr. Sholmes that are published in Ranced magazine?
All written by me? Yes, on my wonderful and very modern typewriter.
But
I would love her dress and her blouse, because I feel like they would actually work for Lolita fashion.
It would. They're very cute.
Also, hell yeah, Connor was a Warrior Cats fan too!
God.
My people.
The furries.
You can be a Warrior Cats fan and not be a furry, you know? I mean, I was pretty much a furry role-playing on the Warrior Cats forums, but I mean...
Sure, Jan. But all the stories I've read are written by a doctor of medicine. Dr. John H. Wilson.
Susudo-san's getting more and more worked up.
Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name really is Wilson.
But what about the doctor of medicine part?
That's all true too. I'm a doctor of medicine.
How did you get your fucking PhD?
No, at 10 years old.
I don't think this girl's ever been to medical school.
At 10 years old.
Well, that's quite incredible.
But Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman and I had a crush on him. Shut up, Val, leave us alone, okay? I'll let you be furries in peace.
Ah, yes.
I mean, I'm not denying it, the Warrior Cats to furries pipeline is extremely short, but...
I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling.
No!
Susudo
Wow.
is learning that stories aren't always real.
Oh my god. Fiction isn't real? No way.
My god.
You're telling me if
You
I
mean-
watch The Joker, I won't turn evil?
Are you telling me that cats aren't out in the wild forming their own societies?
Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? All those cats forming societies, all the drama that ensues. A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow.
I suppose it does. Yes?
Poor Susudo-san. She looks like her whole world is just falling apart.
I can't believe fiction isn't real.
Should we ask her about her deduction and then end the episode?
Sounds good to me. Because my body still hurts from laughing so hard. I am not joking. I'm actually probably going to have to lie down after this
Oh my
stream.
god!
Listen, I do this sometimes. I laugh too hard or I get too excited about something and my stomach hurts and I have to lie down. I'm like a chihuahua. I can't get too worked up.
About before.
Yes? What's on your mind, Runo? Do tell me.
How did you know that I was a lawyer? And we just arrived in London, I mean.
Yes. Oh! And that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How did you know all of that?
Hunter Page, shut up.
It's true. I would know.
No! Don't corroborate this.
Novella exposed live on stream. Not clickbait. Very scary.
You just take off the anime face. There's just like a realistic old woman's face underneath. It's like an episode of Scooby-Doo, except in reverse, where the monster is underneath.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling chat.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Please, tell us blah, 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 blah. Tell us how you did it. Explain every detail.
Of course, I'd be delighted, although there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin.
Oh, is she gonna do the thing that Sholmes does?
Iris Wilson is proud to present her logic and reasoning spectacular.
Oh, we are doing this!
First of all, I knew already that you were a lawyer, Runo. After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey and in the defendant's antechamber.
I want her to never be wrong.
But you also said that we'd only just arrived in London. How did you know that?
I observed a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket.
Oh,
So, I was reasonably confident, Jesus, that you must have only just arrived in the country.
It is getting late, it's okay.
And on top of that, you accepted a case against that peculiar prosecutor, telling me you were unaware of Lord's court
London.
affairs. London's.
the Reaper of the Bailey? I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Then I noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with the suspect, weren't you? Earlier today.
Oh,
They use those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see?
I didn't realize.
And a red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. So that told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGilded, the two of you had already had cause to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison. However, neither of you were wearing a particularly sad expression on your face, so I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative. That led me to believe that you must have accepted a new case.
I see.
But how could you have known that the trial is tomorrow?
Well, having barely been home a few hours yesterday, Harley solved yet another case. It obviously amused him. He told me that he caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling.
A
Naked
Japanese
bottom
man?
man lies down.
He kicked him in the dick.
Well, clearly that must have been.
Mr. Natsume!
Great, we get to see the animation one more time before
One
the
more
stream
time, baby!
Now Mr. Runo has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? Well, anyway, it was clear to me that you both came from Japan yourselves. So I put two and two together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught. And there was only one conclusion those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow. Hurley is always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know. He is silly, and he did it. And that's all there is to it, really.
That's the big plot twist.
He did it. He just wanted to solve
Yeah,
the case.
with Sholmes. Yeah. What if that was like a twist at some point? I doubt it is. But like, imagine if they did that, where they're like, oh yeah,
It's him.
Herlock was secretly the killer the whole time because he wanted more cases to solve. He orchestrated everything.
I want that to be it.
Thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions. Well, was it a winner? Were my deductions correct?
They were spot on.
That was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction.
You even managed a certain something of Mr. Sholmes' delivery.
Oh, well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that.
This is really very good news. You could tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man. You will, won't you, Iris? Please? Yay! And that's where we're gonna end. We're gonna ask her about the Japanese man in the next episode. So let's head over to the talking screen.
Man, I love murder cases.
I have to remember to save.
Oh yeah, remember to save.
I am saving right now.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool,
So
cool,
yes.
cool.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Had a wonderful time.
Same here.
Yeah, I am interested to see if this woman's gonna die or not. That's what I'm interested in.
Same.
Will we get to talk
I'm
to
wondering.
her?
I bet it's gonna be like we go into the court on the first day, and it's like, you know, things aren't looking great for our dude, and then we leave, and then all of a sudden, like, maybe we get to talk to her once, and then in court they're like, oh no, she just died. Now it's a murder case.
Oh no.
So
That
they're
would
like,
make,
oh, now we
make
gotta.
sense.
Yeah, we gotta amp up the intensity on, like, the second day, because I'm assuming this is going to be, like, less like the last trial where it's like, oh yeah, there's only one day to do this, and more like the previous games where there's, like, at least 2 days.
Yeah, because when I saved, it says Investigations Part 1.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
I think this is going to be more of a standard Ace Attorney case, and I'm surprised it's episode 4.
exactly. I thought episode 3 at latest was gonna be, like, a standard Ace Attorney case where we do an investigation, because it felt like case 1 and case 2, like, case 1 was the tutorial for the court system, case 2 was the tutorial for investigations,
Yeah.
and then case 3 would combine the two, but no, it was just court again.
Yeah, it seemed like the tutorial for the Judith, the
Jury.
the jury.
Yeah.
I was trying to say judical. the jury system, but it's like we
Jury
don't even
system.
control that. So
Yeah,
why
exactly.
did we need a tutorial?
Yeah,
The same bullshit,
Oh, well.
different paint. But anyway,
pretty much.
I cannot wait
Anyway.
to see where this case goes. Okay, everybody,
Oh, same.
if you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, comment down below, share it to your friends, hit the bell, subscribe. There are links down below to Novella's channel. Subscribe to her when she hits 100. She has to do a karaoke stream.
It's legally required that I do karaoke at 100 subs.
Legally, and that is legally not a bit.
Not a bit.
There are also links down below to our Twitters and to the Valerie Valkyrie Discord page. So join those, click the links, check it out, and be safe, have fun, drink lots of water, and I will see you all sometime. I don't know. I don't have a schedule for next week yet. So yeah,
Fair
bye-bye.